it's the Mancave, baby. Topics about to be hot. Dave Shug and the fellas about to stir up the pot. Hot topics, put your mind at ease. We talking about everything, especially the shit that you need in our community. Never miss a show that be truancy. We all got opinions on the show, I be doing me. Wayne with the sports, real topics with real men. Welcome to the Man Cave, step right in.
Welcome everybody to the Man Cave. We are excited to be here. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's Monday and we are in the building. Glad to be here. If you guys are brand new to the show, don't forget to follow us on YouTube at The Man Cave. That's DA space MANCAVE. You can catch all of our great content there. You can catch this show there. It'll be uploaded probably in about another day and a half. If you guys miss anything here, we also have a lot of other great content. You can also follow our various other social media platforms. Facebook, we're The Man Cave with the fellas. We're also on Instagram at _ The Man Cave. If you guys are feeling generous and you want to support the platform, you can always cash out at the money sign, The Man Cave. We appreciate all your support. We have a great show lined up for you today. First, we're going to have a little bit of, interesting talk. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that's going on in the news, and then I'll introduce you to our very special and talented panel today. So first, to my right, I'm going to introduce the beautiful Crissy.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey,
Miss
hey.
Poet Extraordinaire. Brought her book of poems in here, written with a bleeding pen. Crystal's willingness to be transparent creatively is a breathtaking. The way she opens herself up to readers through written with a bleeding pen is inspiring, to say the least. She demonstrates what it is to be a black woman of class, awareness, and resilience. She is a voice of power and force to be reckoned with. She wrote this book with a bleeding pen to touch those with bleeding hearts. We're going to get into her book, let her read a couple of the selections, maybe even I'll read one for her. But right next to the beautiful Crissy is the beautiful and talented Alex. How you doing, Alex?
I'm wonderful.
How you doing, Miss Beautiful?
I'm glad to be here.
I love that yellow flower.
Thank you. Don't start. He already started. Don't
We
start.
ain't even starting anything
That's
yet.
him, boo. You got
Got your Afro buff earrings on. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna get back to Miss Alex, but sitting right next to her, man with the plan, Mr. Jipsesol, Mr. Talent itself. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm tired. I've been up since 3 this morning. I have to work, so
Right.
I'm good.
But you on that grind though.
Man,
Trying to make
like,
it happen.
For real, like seriously, I am.
All right, that's what's up. Well, the first thing I wanted to ask you guys about is I know you're following the Botham Jean, and I don't even want to call it the Amber Geiger case because this isn't about her. It is, but it's not about her.
It's totally about her, though.
Why do you say that, Chris? Go ahead.
Feel like
I know you itching.
You know I am. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I feel like we took the focus off of what she did and the outrage and put it on his brother and his apology and everything else when we no longer talk about what she did. She took an innocent black man's life in his own home, and we spend more time talking about who Botham Jean dated, and who his brother is apologizing to and all this, and we no longer are even discussing as much what she did.
Okay. I mean, I can understand your what you're saying, but I don't think that we put the emphasis, well, whoever we is, first of all, because we'd have to establish who's actually we.
I'm talking about black social media, black Twitter.
Okay, black Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, but who don't, that's not, I mean, I think that this case is more about the police corruption in this city. Like, that's what we need to talk about. If we don't talk about the police corruption in this city, then we're absolutely turning a blind eye to the situation. This man who was murdered, just yesterday?
Yes.
That was his name? His name was Joshua Brown?
Yes.
Okay, died in front of his building. Now, this is an upscale part of Dallas. I know this part of Dallas, Cedar Springs Road. That's right in the heart of downtown. This isn't some place that, someone's going to run up on you with a gun and shoot you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
We know what that's about.
Well, yeah, everybody.
I mean, we know what this is about, but this is my thing. We all complaining, but what are we going to do about it? What's your action?
What can we do?
You can, like I say, I've been saying, build up your block, build up your neighborhood. You need the right people in the right seats. Not just people who look like me and you, but people who have the same agenda and have the same goals as us. We're so happy that, oh yeah, a black person is in office. Everybody in this case pretty much was black. Look where we are. You have to have a black person, or even not even a black, any person who have our same goals and agenda in office in these spots.
Okay, how do you feel about it, Ms. Alex? What you think? I know it's a lot going on. There's a lot to go on with that.
It is, but we actually had this conversation at my church with the youth yesterday, and we were talking about forgiveness. We were talking about how did they feel when Bowling John's brother hugged Amber Geyer, and they were like, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have forgave her. And you talking to 10 through 14 years old, so they're not gonna completely understand what's going on. But I feel like it would have been quite different if the verdict was.
Let me ask you this: is that hug? Let's say that hug was okay. Mm-hmm. Let's just all look at it right now as that was forgiveness. That was Botham John's brother making peace with himself. Mm-hmm. And not really with her. He was making peace with himself. So let's just say that for a second. The fact that Joshua Brown was murdered the day after, does this change the hug?
The hug was for him. It had nothing to do with what she did.
Okay, so if you did it and you gave the hug, and then the next day a key witness in your brother's murder case was murdered, would that hug change for you? Would you have a different feeling the next day with that?
He's a young boy, guy. Anyway.
I'm asking you.
If I wouldn't have gave the hug, first of all.
Yeah, that's
that part. I wouldn't have gave the hug, but you have to do what gives you peace.
Right.
You can't give the aggressor, the killer, any satisfaction. He did what gave him peace. And they from the islands, he may have put some voodoo on that hug. You don't know. But
how about you, Gypsy? How about you, man? How you feeling on that? She said voodoo. I'm gonna move on.
I don't know. I feel like the way he went about it was in his mindset the right way to do. It's like you're doing it for yourself, but at the same time, it's like, I guess, end it with peace instead of just, oh man, you did this, I'm about to go ahead and put a hit out on you. I felt like if I was in that moment, how angry I am, to lose somebody I care for, it has to start with peace. Right.
But we just can't excuse what
we can't excuse.
We're not excusing what she did.
But did you not hear one of the jurors what she said? They even brought it up yesterday, saying that it was more of emotion and they don't feel like she should have got more than 10 years.
That's bull. That's corruption.
That she did. And it's like,
that was already set up. They knew what they were going to do. They weren't going to give us a not guilty verdict because they knew we was going to tear the whole city up. But
which wasn't going to help either.
They had to give us a guilty verdict, but they wasn't going. We knew she wasn't going to get no 30, 45, 50 lifetime.
She should have. For murder, I've seen people in my hood go to jail for longer than 10 years for lesser crimes. So it's obviously something is going on. We definitely,
corruption, like you said.
I believe this. The only way we're going to affect change is if we stop looking at the police like they're the enemies and we start going down there, filling out applications and working with them ourselves to police our own neighborhoods. That's how we're going to effectively make change. As long as we're, yelling in these kids' ears, after police, the police, they this, the police, this, that's going to deter the younger generation from getting into that line of work, which is going to keep us on the outside of their batons, bats, bullets, and whatever else you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Crissy, if you don't leave that fire alone, I swear to God.
I'm good.
I was waiting for it.
I'm trying to
hold that thing. Hold it in your hand or something.
I was waiting for it. She said, my phone keeps falling. I'm like,
You ain't got no case on it.
But we got all kind of viewers, so I was trying to keep it
But
going.
with what you were saying a while ago, like I work with teenagers,
Yeah.
so with them, they do view the police as bad, and it's like, I mean, if something were to go left, we had no choice but to turn to the police, basically. Like,
Right.
I mean, who else we gonna turn to?
Exactly.
I'm telling them, like, you know, at the end of the day, a person's situation different. Don't go in the mindset
So
of
we
yeah,
finally
police.
got the phone situated, and you picked it up again,
I had to put it back on the line.
girl.
They can't see me now.
She been asking for it since you walked up in here. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know I was coming. You know I'm ready.
You in the man cave. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead, man.
But I was just saying, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'll be telling them, I said, just start with peace. Don't be that typical black person. Actually, it don't really matter what race you are. Just be you, but be true to who you are. You don't have to resort to violence because, I mean, you're young. You got your whole life ahead of you. Like, seriously, they're our future. Unfortunately, I'm worried about our future. But at the same time, it's like, have the right mindset. Like, have the right mindset to just talk it out instead of, okay, well, we about to brawl, we about to fight. Like, really? You don't have one life. You're not a cat. You got 9 lives. Like,
Right.
So,
I
that's just
want
me.
I want to read something that I ran into yesterday, and this is on my Facebook page. And any of you guys who are Facebook friends with me have probably seen it. But it was such a strong statement that I want to read it aloud for you guys to hear, and then I'll ask you your opinion on it. Right, dear people, the reason why our people are protesting is because we can't sell CDs out in Sterling. We can't sleep, Ayanna Jones. We can't walk away from the corner store, Mike Brown. We can't play cops and robbers, Tamir Rice. We can't go to church, the Charleston Nine. We can't walk home with Skittles, Trayvon Martin. We can't have a hairbrush while leaving your own bachelor party, Sean Bell. We can't party on New Year's, Oscar Grant. We can't get a normal traffic ticket, Sandra Bland. We can't run, Walter Scott. We can't live, Freddie Gray. We can't breathe, Eric Gardner. We can't have the right to lawfully carry a weapon, Philando Castile. We can't break down on a public road with a car issue, Corey Jones. We can't be in our home in our own underwear eating a bowl of cereal, Botham Jean. And I think that was ice cream, but I'm not sure. We can't shop at Walmart, John Crawford. We can't have disabled vehicles, Terrence Crutcher. We can't read a book on our own car, Keith Scott. We can't visit Central Park when they see us. We can't protest peacefully for equality in our beliefs. We can't have a fair chance, trial, or anything. We can't stop being judged, mistreated because of our skin color. We can't stop being targeted. Also for Anthony Lamar Smith, Noel Aguilar, Heather Heyer, etc. Sorry, I'm getting tired of typing the never-ending list. Now, see, this really kind of hit home with me because 98% of this list are black men, men of color. And if you can't read this and actually understand the injustices that Colin Kaepernick took a knee for, I mean, we're going to bring, I'm not really tripping off of Colin, but, this is what he took a knee for, the injustice. This is what the Botham Jean case is about. This is what the guy Joshua Brown, who was just murdered yesterday, and I'm just really kind of broke up about that, but the fact that he was murdered and shot in his mouth, which is basically
Execution style.
that's execution style, telling you to hush your mouth. And Dallas, Texas needs to do something about it. The police chief needs to do something about it. Crissy's about to burst. Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay, first of all, where did you get that post from?
I got it from you.
Okay, exactly. Okay, but it is stuff that we're doing, but we don't have the numbers. We have Devontae D. Peters' brother shot. We shot him out. Marcus. We have the Black Empowering Movement, who took control of a neighborhood in South Dallas that was it was like a third world country. They policed that area themselves. They took back the community themselves.
But I mean, in all fairness, this is Cedar Springs. I mean, this is Cedar Spring Street. This is fucking downtown Dallas.
You have to start
by the Maverick Stadium.
You
This
have
isn't
to-
South Dallas.
You have to build up your block. You have to start with your own neighborhood, and you have to have the numbers. Everybody want to talk about shit and complain and argue about bullshit, but ain't nobody standing up. When Devontae did that whole protest in March, who was there? They probably had about 30, 40 people, but I see these men every
I
day
remember that, yeah.
playing community
I mean, they
gardens.
did it on a Thursday when people at work,
still,
though. That was the problem.
listen,
I remember that,
that's just
though.
one part. We play community gardens. We trying to raise up the next generation, not just to be NBA stars and rap stars, to be lawyers, to be the mayor, to be the president. My son want to be a paleontologist and he's 4.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? We have to.
His job, it's going to change a lot by the time he gets 13, though.
You know what I mean?
Hey, so Gypsy, how do you feel about what I just read, man? You know, listening to, being a black man yourself, you know, listening to that list full of those names that are, you know, men and women who look just like you know, how does that make you feel? Like, you know?
I want to say it's sad because it's like, how to put it? It's like we read about how slavery and everything used to be from coming where Dr. Martin Luther King era was, where it's just like everybody's segregated and whatnot. We're dealing with racism, all that stuff, and it's like now it's either getting worse, or it's like getting better. It's like it's
always been that, but it's the social media, and now we have cameras. I don't think it ever really changed. It's just that
I
it was
agree
more
with
hidden.
her on that.
You know,
Now, how about you, Alan? You sitting over there being quiet with your yellow flower. Come on.
Sometimes silence is the best. But
next album,
right.
album like Yellow Flower.
That's my Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday. I was gonna say
Billie
that.
Holiday.
Gardenia.
I feel some type of way about it, but I'm going to, as a black woman living in a country that we built, but people keep forgetting that we did. It hurts me a lot because the people you name did absolutely nothing, and not were targeted, but unfortunately, when black kings are born, they already have a target on their back.
Yeah.
So we live in a country where that's how they treat us.
Like we're
That's
kind
how
of
they see
frowned upon,
us.
basically. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you're just a means to an end.
You're armed and dangerous just for being a black man, and now with Sandra Blunt, even being a black woman, you're armed and dangerous
being black, period.
without having anything.
Well, I think it's a double-edged sword, and I'll tell you why. I was brought up by a police officer. Not only was he a police officer, he was a white police officer. The man that raised me. You know what I'm saying? My dad. Love you. Hey, congratulations, Vince, on open heart surgery. Oh, so blessed. I'm so happy to talk to you today. Love you, Dad. But anyway, seriously. So I have a different perspective on both sides. All right, one, we're way too defensive when it comes to them. We're super defensive. As soon as they walk up, it's like, what? So they have no choice but to be defensive sometimes. Okay? I mean, this is not all. You have to understand, all cops are not bad.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I tell my kids.
And as long as we keep having the open rhetoric that cops are this evil force of people that are here to shut us down, it's gonna be, crazy. But anyway, we'll get back on to that.
Okay,
We're gonna get Crissy to read us one of your poems out of your book, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your book first. We're gonna cue up the music because we're gonna have Floetic Remedy bless y'all out here in these streets. Y'all ready for that? Y'all want to get some water?
Sing it.
Wet the pipes. We're going to go ahead and pep the show up a little bit and get into some more positive shit. But this book, Miss Crissy.
This is an inspirational journey of healing, and it's told through poetry. So you don't have to read a bunch of paragraphs and words, you just get straight to the point.
Right. You can do one poem a day, huh?
Yes.
How many sheets? How many pages we got in that thing?
Only 70.
70? That's what's up. So 70 different poems.
This is my book one. I'm gonna have a book two coming out in 2020. It's totally different than I'm not gonna go into.
Where
It's
can
gonna
they
be a
pick that
surprise.
up at?
You can pick it up from me. You know, I'm still from the streets. I got the trunk. I can pop the trunk. You can buy it out the trunk too.
But how can they get in contact with you? You got
Or you can go on
websites?
Amazon
or-
Kindle. I'm on Amazon Kindle too. So I'm
Okay.
professional. Like
Should they search your name or the book?
the book.
Okay, so written with.
A
what is it?
leading pen.
Okay, that's what's up. So what gave you the inspiration to write that book?
I just been through so much in my life, and I was broken,
Yeah.
and I started writing through my own healing.
Okay.
So I started with my birth and went through up until now.
Okay. What? Let me ask you. What poem in that book yells out Crissy? What poem in that book is the most in touch or in tune with your soul as a woman? And I know they all have a piece of it.
Okay, so my grandmother is a big part of my life, and
Okay.
she rests in peace. So Touched by an Angel would be, she inspired this book. It dropped on the date of her death.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I always look at her death as such a sad thing, so I decided to put a good memory with her book, with her date of death.
I
the
think
2nd
you're a
February.
good memory for her.
Yes.
You know. But now go ahead. I'm sorry. My fault.
But so yeah, that's the book. But I like also the poem I did at Black Girls Rock about being a black queen, because you got to own yourself, like flaws and all, like that you just the bomb. So I love that poem. Everybody loves that poem. That's what I do a lot. But I have so many different, like I go through.
Okay, so it's
Everything.
touched by angel is. How about this? Is that the poem that you're gonna read for us? Is that I want you to read the one that has you in it. That's what I want. And also, I like to ask you about your writing process because I'm always curious about that. Do you write music as well or just poetry?
I just wrote my first song.
Yeah, well, I mean, poetry is music and music
Yeah.
is poetry. You know,
And
so
Gypsy, like, really just pushed me. I wrote the song, but he pushed me to the performance. Because I wasn't trying to be an artist.
keep pushing her.
I wanted to be a ghostwriter. He was like, nah, you going to do this song.
Yeah, keep pushing her.
And
The
see,
first time she was in the studio, she wrote the song, and so all I had to do was just put in my 2 cents on my part. But she had like everything written down. She was like, okay, so she tried it, and then I'm just like, I said, okay, so just read it as if you were performing it as a poem. So she's like, okay. Then she still kept, I'm like, don't do that. So just loosen up a little bit. Like you talking about meeting somebody,
Yeah.
like I want to be with you. I want to show the the emotion that, man, I want you. Like you just forget everybody. I want you. Like like really mean that. Don't. Yeah, let's get lost in who we are.
But you know, so
Just-
I'm sure she's a little shy. I can see.
No, I'm not shy at all. Let me correct it. But
You
I'm
confident in what you confident.
I'm a tomboy. So if he wanted me to be like the Foxy Brown,
We don't
he's
want
like,
you to be
so I should just drop that so they can see what she's like. So, okay, I wrote the song.
This girl crazy.
I wrote the song, like, I wanted to be inspiration. And he was like, no, do it sexy. We gonna turn this.
What I
into-
want you to do is one of your poems. I'm
Okay.
trying to hear how, and I want to know, how do you write your poems? Do you just freehand them and they just come out, or do you have a certain?
I freehand my poetry, but
mean, do
you
you
may
have a
correct
certain-
the poem. You may change it a few times before you perform it.
Right.
Like at the time that you write it, you may be like feeling this way. Then you read it again. You be like, let me change this to a more powerful way of saying it.
You know, every time I write a rhyme and shit, I can't remember it the next day. Like the flow of it sometimes. I write it and it'll be tight. I'll be like, oh, yeah, keep your mic like
Then
a
you
back.
wake up and you
Blast,
just don't even
then I
remember
wake
it.
up and grab it again
That's
like, yeah, this drink was hot yesterday. And I'm like, can't get the rhythm right. You know, do you run into that problem while you're writing your poetry sometimes?
At first.
So do you have a lot of in rhyme, or do you do sonnets, or?
I do all kind. I have done I do free verses, haikus, poems that rhyme. I've done essays, articles,
Mantras.
mantra, and now
That's
I'm
what's
going.
up.
Now I'm going into like a whole. What I'm about to write now.
You ready for it, Skinny? No, go ahead. We're listening to you.
What I'm about to write now is just gonna blow everybody. Like it's something that you expect from me. So it's my passion, it's my purpose, and when I tapped into that, like it really helps me.
That's what's
So
up.
I have a whole bunch of stuff in store, but
And tell people where they can find you on poetry nights.
you can find me at Speakeasy the third Friday of every month in Arlington at New Main Brewery, and they have like great beers and stuff over there.
It's like
I'm gonna stop through one of these weekends.
I've
like,
been
it's-
asking you to come.
It's
Maybe.
nice. It's really nice.
I don't like to leave my house.
You gonna leave your house. Cause you got an amazing band, but you need to bring your band out.
Anyway, so we got Floetic Remedy is about to perform for you, the beautiful Alex,
Yes.
I keep saying that because never mind.
Billie Holiday.
Jipsesol in the building. They gonna give me a verse on this at some point.
Come on, you gotta.
Boy, I know, thought I would crumble without you. But it ain't the truth now. See, without you, I'm doing a lot better now. And it's cause I know my worth, yeah. And boy, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Oh yeah. You tried to play me like a fool. You tried to use me. But you know I'd rise up like a queen and move ahead of your ass anyway. So boy, I hope you watch me from behind. Cause I'm walking away into my destiny. There ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Yeah.
I know it hurts to see me leave as I walked away from you. All you tried to do was tear me down, and all along I tried to explain, I tried to show you how. I tried to maintain the love we had, in which you never left. I love you so much, it hurts me so that we enemies. But honestly, I'm leaving with my dignity. Yes.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
That was dope. Hey, where my mic at, Jerry? I need my mic down. Hey, that was dope, man. Thank y'all so much for blessing us in the cave with that. That was beautiful. So, Miss Alex, let's start with you, my sweetheart, yellow flower hair having that nigga. You ain't tell me you can sing like that, girl. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I didn't know I was supposed to be talking about it. I had to show you.
You better be lucky you got on the jacket. My whole shirt would have came off up in here. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hey, that was beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that was wonderful. How long you been singing, man?
I started in church, so when I was about 5, 6,
Oh, okay.
and ever since then it just took off. Then I got into theater. That's when I really started doing music and learning like different types. Like I told you, opera.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You said opera. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you a question. When you're hitting notes in opera, is that any different than just regular, normal kind of singing? I know it's all singing, but like I heard that that's a different skill.
It's a correct way.
It is a correct way, and you have to have a lot of control with your voice. Like when I say I can go from opera to jazz in 2.5 seconds, I can do that.
It's because you got the control, right?
Yeah, and it took a while. It ain't gonna come overnight, but once I got that control, everybody was like, damn.
Wow, opera. So that must have really opened up your range when you started singing that.
And a lot of the good singers, like in her case, like Rochelle Farrell, she was she was classically trained, and she did jazz and blues. So her range is crazy, like it's nasty. Right. So when I hear her sing, and she's been classically trained just with opera, gospel, jazz, and blues, it's like. Dude, like she's a force to reckon with.
No, you guys sound good, man. I mean, and the song is awesome. And for the people who are watching on live, they were hearing you a cappella because I don't think that you can hear the music right in the room. No, you can hear it in the headphones, but for the people on live on Facebook that we have on live, they couldn't even hear. You're not going to be able to hear the music until you watch the actual live show or the live stream.
On KiwiMedia.com.
Yeah, so all of you people out there watching this, you want to make sure you tune into this show and hear them with the music because that was awesome. Hopefully we can try to get you guys to do something else. But so you grew up here in Fort Worth?
Yes, I did.
And
Fort Worth.
Okay. And how's the
South Side? The South Side. What? The South Side.
And how did you first? So how did you first come into knowing that this voice was going to be created to do something with?
Actually, when I was a freshman in high school, I did
that long?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Why?
Because my thing was acting. I thought, I'm going to be an actor. I don't want to sing. At all. I was like, no, I ain't
But
singing.
you could sing.
Yeah, I could.
Okay, so
you
knew you could sing.
Yeah, but I wasn't. That's not what I was focused on at the time. I was more focused on acting. That's what I knew I could do best at. But I know I could sing, but not like. But once I started really getting into it, by the time I guess my junior year, that's when I realized,
Yeah, that you had it. Yeah. So let me ask you a question about singing, because I try to sing too sometimes.
Sing some.
Notice the word try. What?
Sing some Trey songs.
You must be out of your mind.
Come on, sing some Trey songs.
I'm up here on the show. You tripping.
Why you not
Ain't nobody singing nothing in this
sing
joint.
some Genuine.
Girl, you just sing your ass in that chair. It's like,
and that's what she's doing right now, actually. So since
seriously.
That's what she's doing.
Nah, but Alex, seriously, I want to ask you, because you're properly trained in singing, because you have people out there who just can sing. Sang, rather. With an A, sang. Because there's a difference.
Sang. They sang.
There's a difference between people who can sing and people who can sing. Y'all sang. All right, so let me ask you a question. Does voice coaches and exercises and stuff like that, can it improve your voice drastically? Or is it a situation where if you just can't sing, you just can't sing?
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because the Beehive might come after me, so I'm not even gonna use that as an example. But I absolutely feel. I'm not gonna do it because I know how that goes. I absolutely feel that it can help you. Like I said, that control. I did not have that control when I first started singing. Well, when I first knew I really could sing, I didn't have that control at all. So we actually had the same vocal coach.
Oh, okay.
We actually had the same mentor in different times, but that's how we met each other. But yeah, and once I did that and I got that control right, I was like,
So if you were actually talking to someone who was interested in being a singer, what would be some of the things that you would, some of the advice that you would give them, a young lady who may be out here who can sing in the choir, and what kind of advice would you give her to get a head start on the game?
Number one, never give up. You're always gonna be your biggest critic when it comes to your voice. You always gonna feel like you can do better than what you do. But just remember who you are and whose you are, and not only that,
what you stand for.
Yeah, and also listen to all types of music, not just one genre. Listen to all types of music, and I will tell you why. I have been to plenty of places where people were like, "Do you know this song?" And I would tell them, "Yeah," and they'd be like, "For real?" And I'm like, yeah, I know all that country.
Me too.
I know all that. You
Right.
need me to sing country song real quick? I got you.
Now the
Like
one
you were
thing,
singing Temptations yesterday.
now the one thing I can't get into like that. The only genre is that heavy metal. Now,
Okay, yeah.
as far as Linkin Park, I love Linkin Park.
Hey, let me tell you something about heavy metal. They got some of the best drummers.
They be
They
singing.
They
Yeah,
do.
true.
Rock drummers ain't
True,
no
true,
joke.
True.
Rock drummers ain't no joke. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, the guitars too.
Yeah.
Rock guitars, they be killers in that joint.
So while we here,
I'm a music head, so I listen to instruments.
Me too.
I'm the type of person that I go and see a live band and I just stand in front like a creep. You know what I'm saying? They look at me, they be like, who the f is this nigga right here? I be in the front like that. Looking at the drum.
My little boy into my kid.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like a creep in that joke. But I can't help it because I just love instruments. So
now
you know,
listen to the words. I'm a instrument lyric person.
see, you probably like today's rap. See, I don't.
No, I don't.
I need
Okay, drop your
music.
top five. Drop
I
your
need
top
music.
five.
No, I just need music. I need real instrument. Like even when I listen to a song, I listen to it for the fact of breaking it down for a real band to play it. And if a real band can't play it, then I kind of get turned off. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm listening to it and it's a bunch of synthesizers and 808s, I'm like, I don't know. You know, a real band ain't gonna be able to play that. You know, I'm more of I like to hear actual drums, trumpets, guitars, bass, you know, stuff like that. So, Jipsesol.
Yes, sir.
Talking to you, brother. Where'd you grow up at?
Born and raised here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Crowley, Texas.
Fort Worth.
It's all the same, man.
Disrespected my
Hewlin, Crowley.
Put some respect on our name.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
So you said you had a show coming up in
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Actually, yeah, so me and Alex, the song that you guys heard, Moving On, we're going to perform that tomorrow at the Jipsesol, Fort Worth, off of Trail Lake. It's a really dope spot. It's BYOB, so bring your drinks, food, all that stuff. Like for real, bring your drinks.
So it's BYOE. Bring your own everything.
Yes, exactly. But okay,
So hold up. What is the address to this place? I'm sorry, Crissy. Hold on. What's that? Yeah. Pop the address up. Let's make sure.
I bet you I can.
Let's make sure we get that information out to the people so we can support you guys. Also, you're frequent down at the Speakeasy too, correct?
We are.
Y'all all are. Okay, so if you guys
right.
ever want to get in contact with them, they're down to Speakeasy as well, which we need to drop the address to both of those. But go ahead with your address.
It's 5286 Trail Lake Drive, Fort Worth, Texas.
And this is tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow night.
What time you guys?
9.
9 o'clock?
9 o'clock to 12.
Is it a cover or anything like that?
10.
Oh, look at that. $10 and you guys gonna hear the rendition of that song that you just heard on the Mancave. Please go out and support these talented young people. You know, support who supports y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Like real talk. Okay, so going back to when did you actually start singing yourself? When did you realize that you were capable of making beautiful music?
So
like that?
I was 5 years old. I went to private school. I went to school called Ambassador of Christ off of Miller.
Okay.
So
Your
we
parents had AC when you grew up, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The birds.
This nigga had a lunchbox.
Well, I'm a military brat, so I was raised by a single mom.
Okay, so you had a lunchbox.
Yeah, don't do Mama Gypsy now.
Yeah, Mom Gypsy don't
We
play.
gotta get Mama Gypsy.
But anyway, long story short, we were forced to sing in choir, so I was like, dang, I really don't want to do this. Like, why do I have to be here? But we started singing gospel music, and that's when I was like, oh man, I'm loving it. Seeing my, the teacher playing the piano and just me being with the tenors, listening to the altos and sopranos.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
like,
you. So you're a tenor,
baritone.
tenor, baritone,
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, okay, so I went to school.
You look like you got a big range though.
I went to school, Trinity Valley Community College, and I found out what type of tenor I was. I'm a lyric tenor.
Okay.
So for instance, we're like in a room with a lot of people. You can hear my voice. Not trying to be, but you can just hear like the smoothness. So you'd be like, "There's Gypsy." So my mom could always hear me. She said, "I heard you back there doing little runs." I was like, "I wasn't doing no runs." I'm like, "I'm lying. I was." But
Shit, my runs be like Jones.
But like I used to get in trouble a lot just for like singing and whatnot. And then one day, because I can play a little bit piano by ear, one day my mom didn't really know that I was serious about music, so I was playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but I was harmonizing with it on the piano. And she's like, "Is that you?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay." So she closed the door. I'm like, "Oh shit, she better get the belt. Like it's on and popping." So the next day she put me in voice lessons, piano lessons.
Right.
In high school I played saxophone.
Oh, did you?
I was in theater, choir.
You gotta check out. You gotta check out the shows with. You gotta check out the sax shows. We got 2 sax shows on the Mancave. Check them out. Yeah, Maurice Curtis. He came in here. He actually played with my son. My son is one of the best bari sax players in the state. He played with Maurice Curtis. Maurice brought his alto in. Also D-Lo. I don't know if y'all familiar with them.
I see his face.
But he brought his sax in and they played together. You should check those out. So you played, what sax did you play?
Alto.
Okay, so
I was a marching band.
yeah, one thing that I've noticed about especially saxophone players and keyboard players is that y'all kind of translate well when it comes to music to other instruments and especially ear harmony. Now, did you have to develop a certain ear, like as you were coming up, or you just kind of always had it?
It was a little bit of both, actually. But I think, just me being in the lessons, that's when my mom was like, okay, you can hear it, and
Right.
you have the ear for it, but I want you to actually know the rules and the dynamics and how this actually works. You can do it, but know when you're playing, know what beats and all that stuff, know what, the whole gelada.
Right.
Yeah, but that's boring. I don't want to sit there. I just want to, just perform. So we used to argue a lot about that and whatnot, but in a way, like, I'm glad I did go to school for that, to learn, like, to be classically trained. I was like, I've never done opera before until I went to school.
So you do opera as well?
Yeah.
That's what's up,
and
man.
I had, so she would tell you, I had more soul before I left home.
Yeah.
When I went to school, I was straight opera. When I came back and I was singing my friends, it was like, bro, you just went from soul to classic. Like, you don't even have a soul anymore. Like, it was just straight, it was just like that.
Right.
And so people were like, man, like.
But you kind of married the two together.
So I had to kind of
wow.
kind of figure it out. So my mom said, okay, so you want to be a singer. What genre are you comfortable in singing? I said, well, I grew up gospel, so I don't mind, always doing gospel, but I love neo soul. There's something about neo soul that just speaks to me, especially indie, like indie soul. So I love like neo soul, indie, and old school R&B. I'm an old soul. I have a EP album out called Permission to Speak.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. So that album is out.
Yes,
Is
it's
it?
on iTunes.
Is that
All
you solo?
platforms. Yes.
Well, give the information out. Look at the camera. And let the people know where they can get that.
Permission to Speak, Ash the Jipsesol on iTunes, based on all platforms. It's just basically my story from like what I've gone through in my personal life to what I'm doing now. Trying to just find who I am. Expressing just everything. Like, I'm all about unity. I'm all about peace.
Just for the sake of support, how can they find that on iTunes? Because you gave Ash the Jipsesol.
That's what I go by. Ash
Right, but you spell it so different.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, so it's Ash, ASH, the THE, Jipsy, JIPSESOL.
All right, cool. Now, this is your solo project, correct? That is. How many albums have you come out with so far?
This is the first one.
That's the first one?
My first baby.
Okay, and you two together, you guys make up Floetic Remedy?
No.
Oh, all three of y'all.
No.
What?
Okay, let me
Who is
break
it?
it.
Okay,
Floetic,
break it down.
okay.
Break it down. I'm
Okay.
lost.
So Floetic Remedy is a group of different artists. We come together. We're telling the story of love from start to finish in the EP. So the first track is about meaning. The second
So,
track,
what was this song we just heard?
this is when they break up.
That's when y'all break up.
That's the breakup
We're
song.
moving on.
They moving on, so they breaking up.
So, do we got another one to do for the show? We have another
Well,
song?
we have ours.
But she's scared to get a little
No,
sick.
I'm not.
so,
I'm ready.
You ready? Baby, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Give you all of my love.
Okay, so you ain't let me talk about. Okay, so
we gonna
Floetic
talk about
Remedy-
your women's thing.
It's
I
not
got this.
It's not a women's thing.
Listen, this is
This
the
ain't a
man
women-
cave. This is the man cave.
First
Okay.
of all, It's not a women's thing. It's women and
This
men.
joint right here, you hear me, girl? Look, hey, it's a sausage party here. We run this room.
What sausage? Oh my God.
It run this room. Shit.
What's up? No, I came to invade, so I didn't
Nah,
come to
the
follow
woman you talking
rules.
about.
She
Go
didn't
ahead.
say she's gonna invade the man.
Yeah, I didn't come to follow rules.
You better,
When do
you
you
better,
ever?
girl.
When do I ever? Yeah, exactly.
You gonna be tied down somewhere in this motherfucker. You keep playing around. Well, got no problem with it. You made a motherfucking Trump, you know. Anyway. Nah, so seriously, all right. So listen, I want you guys to know, just on a personal level, from knowing Crissy and meeting you guys tonight. For one, thank y'all for coming out. Definitely, the show ain't over though. You know what I'm saying? I just want to tell y'all from a personal standpoint that I appreciate and respect what you guys are doing. That's first and foremost. Using your talent, your voice is beautiful. Your voice is beautiful, and I already know you as talented as can be. Running that mouth, remind me of myself. God damn it, that's something we both got in common. We can't shut up. So anyway,
Oh really? I can't shut up.
since I asked this woman to read a poem and she didn't, I'm gonna read
You
one of your
skipped
joints.
over me.
I did not skip over you.
Did he
I
let
asked
me?
you to find a poem
Well, he did
3
start-
times and
he
you
did
didn't
start
find
with
one.
first, though, so you already did give me like your
First of all,
You gave me a whole synopsis on the book
Are you
and
Floetic
didn't read
Remedy,
no
or you-
poem.
I'm Jipsesol, baby. Like,
I swear, yo,
I'm Jipsesol.
somebody need to come get her, man. I'm trying to tell you something, man. Somebody need to come
I
get
already
her.
told you I wasn't gonna come and be normal and be. Yes.
So you
today-
got a poem for
today
us?
on the Mancave we have Floetic Remedy.
When the hell the man cave like that? I want to know. I want to see this show because I obviously wasn't here.
I'm not coming for that.
We get
When I
crunk
say
every
it-
time. You hear me? So we gonna read it together, or you gonna read it by yourself?
I don't even want to like read. I want to do some shit from the heart.
Oh, well, go ahead and spit something. Go ahead and spit something. You want me to beatbox?
You got a pencil?
Nah, come on, you can do it. You gonna freestyle a poem? Is that what you gonna do?
No, in fact, I'm gonna do a little snippet of what me and Gypsy working on the first track of Floetic Remedy.
Do y'all
And
want
then
the
up.
music? You want to cue up the music or no?
We're gonna do acapella.
Okay, because you can cue it. You can even cue up
I
the
can
music
just
on.
play it loud. I can
Yeah,
play it
you
loud.
you can put it on your phone and just put it into the mic. I mean, it's not gonna be as professionally sounding as the last one y'all did, but you know.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
You know what I'm saying, Slim? Anyway.
You know what, man? You're gonna fight.
I hope you guys are really enjoying today's episode of the Man Cave with Floetic Memory. I'm sorry, Remedy. I'm tripping. My memory's bad. Anyway, Floetic Remedy. I like that. How did y'all come up with the name?
So she wanted to, we like floetry. So she's like, I want to do something that's kind of like a floetry type thing. And so we sat around, we talked, so why don't it just be like, I don't know, Floetic Remedy? Like, you know, because
We're a remedy to all the bullshit ass music they got out.
Because you
right
have
now.
like
I
her,
like
she's
that.
jazz, blues,
Yeah.
and gospel. She has all of that. And then I'm Neo Soul, and you know we have other members too, Xavier Hicks and King and Jay.
So where y'all crunk at, and y'all what's that girl name right now? What's her name? The little twerky joint. What's her name?
Meg Thee Stallion?
Yeah, there you go. Her. Where
I
that?
don't
at?
like her.
Oh, y'all not covering all bases?
No, you don't. I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
I don't want her on my base. I'm just wondering. You
What do
said
we-
you
we
had
wanna-
all the aspects
No,
covered.
that's like, we're not.
Y'all got a rapper too?
We are on. Yeah, we got a rapper.
Y'all got a gangster rapper?
Xavier is our rapper.
You rap too?
No, Xavier.
just saying.
Oh, Xavier.
That's-
Oh, that's the guy who not here.
Yeah.
That's two other
Well, then we
members.
not talking about him. He don't get no love on this.
Well,
Nah, I'm just playing. Hey, I'm just messing with you, Xavier. We gonna get you next time, brother. You come on in here.
I can picture his face like this. He's dead.
Right. He like, oh, see this nigga right here. I don't even like that nigga like this.
I could have told. I warned y'all.
What? What you warn them about? I'm an angel.
That mouthpiece.
Who, me? Man, look, I ain't showing nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you guys are here. Listen, hey, listen, check this out. We still ain't heard a poem.
We about to do it. What the hell you talking? You come to Speak Easy or any other movement that we support, you will hear
She's
a
actually
poem.
gonna.
I was trying to hear
You'll hear
something
many
from the
poems.
book you
I'm not
wrote.
gonna, okay, you want me to read something? It's not gonna, okay.
my God.
I'm gonna read it.
I want you
Okay,
to read something from
come
the
on.
book you wrote.
Dog
Wow.
want- dog
All
want
in
me
your
to
face.
Go on and read something, baby.
All in your grill piece.
All right.
And look at you, knocking over shit. You can be professional.
You gonna read that poem.
Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay.
She been waiting to get on the show for a while. Come on, let's go. You have been. You've been waiting to come on here right your mouth.
I sent you some people for your show.
You mad because
I'm
Dwayne. You mad because Dwayne ain't here and you can't fight with him. We gonna get him on here next time when you come.
I was just here to say. Dwayne.
Hey, look,
Okay. So I'm gonna do this poem called Purpose out of the book, and I'm gonna read it because he wants me to read. Like we are in the fifth grade.
you want me to
library.
read the damn thing?
No, I'm gonna read it.
Let me find out you.
Don't say.
She look like she concentrating. too.
Before my granny was called home, she said I had a calling on my life. Me, who always made left turns when the GPS told me to turn right, redirected routes, destination not in sight. I had no idea what purpose meant. Visions I never dreamt. I didn't know who I was. Dancing on poles, self-medicating with alcohol and drugs, running the streets with thugs, Jezebel of my time. Just because you don't acknowledge the light doesn't deter it from its shine. God saw fit to save a wretched soul like me, clean me up and make me new. From the troubled past, I'm free. Now in that purpose I walk, to inspire other people just like me.
You was a freak. Ah! She said Jezebel. You hear me? That Jezebel. Freaky. I'm just messing with you, Crissy.
That's why I don't come to people who don't understand poetry and culture.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful poem.
I just need to stay in frame of the camera, that's all.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, go ahead. All right, so y'all about to do y'all version, y'all song, right?
I'm trying to do a little bit of it.
I'm boycotting
Little
this
bit
shit. I'm boycotting them, baby.
She having fun. Go ahead.
She is.
And this gonna even make it. Okay, run it back.
Oh, run it back. You can't run it back live. We live in the Mancave. If you don't do it.
Let's get lost in who we are. To find beauty, you don't have to look far. In the darkness is where you'll find stars. Constellations, so we're connected. Vibe, I know you felt it. You'll find freedom if you follow these bars. Now who cage birds, so let's soar. Riding waves, drifting far. Unmasked, be just who you are. It's a little snippet.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, good job. I like it. I'm serious. I like spoken word like that. That's deep. That's decent right there. You know what I'm saying? Good job. I want you to keep pushing yourself to get out there. I can tell you're a little shy, but that's okay. Yeah, it you know what I'm saying? You'll get used to it after a while. You gotta get out there. I mean, you know, you talk on stage all the time. You do your poetry on stage all the time. You know, and
But you ain't sung a song yet.
who me?
You say
You
you
don't
sing.
want to hear me sing.
No, you say you sing, so
I
drop it.
sing what? I can't sing.
You gonna say some Luca?
You want to hear me sing? You gotta catch me. You gotta catch me You gotta catch me with the band, and we don't have a singer, and that's the only time you gonna hear me sing. I ain't doing it. No, ma'am. What? What's that?
Sing. She wants you to sing. Sing some Luther.
Who, me?
Yes.
I can't sing no Luther.
You said you can sing.
I just told y'all I can't sing.
You said you can
You
sing.
say you gonna sing a little something.
You gonna sing some Usher?
I've never said
Sing some
that.
Usher.
Sing what?
Sing some Usher.
Do I look like I can sing Usher?
They
You
said
hear my
you
voice?
can sing when we started this before the camera started rolling.
Sing Teddy
Do you,
Bluegrass.
Okay, wait,
do
but
you
we're
hear
not
my
asking-
voice?
We're not
They're
asking-
white.
But listen, wait. We're not asking the right question. What can you sing?
Yeah.
This joke,
That's the facts.
my voice sounds like an engine.
We're gonna do something easy like Sister Act too. Do Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Nah. Mm-mm. Nah, y'all gotta remember this show is gonna be on YouTube folklore forever. You want me to rap something? I can do a poem.
No,
you want to do a
sing.
poem?
Sing.
I'm gonna do a poem for you.
Do a poem.
The chance of a lifetime is you, my dear. When I first met you, my heart pumped with fear. My last relationship was a very rough ride, and my heart got broken along with my pride. I want to tell you I love you, but I don't want to let my guard down. I want you to reassure me I can without even making a sound. Maybe with a kiss or a very strong hug. And I would treat you, sweetie, just as gentle as a dove. The chance of a lifetime is what I'm hoping for. So, Crissy, will you be my lady forevermore? See, I know a little bit of poetry now.
Okay, let me. You said I had to read it. I got something off the dome.
Oh, yeah, now you got something.
I got
I done
something.
asked you to do a poem
You told me to read
6
with
times
your
up in this
ass.
motherfucker.
No.
You ain't done one yet.
You told me to read. I got something off the dome.
What the fuck are we waiting on?
I got something for you.
You reading shit out of the
No,
book.
I got some. You is an asshole. Let me just say that. World, he's an asshole. But let me go ahead and do something. Okay, I'm gonna do something off the dome since you wanna.
That wasn't off the dome. I wrote
For
that
you, for
in
you.
like 7th grade.
7th grade.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I've been a lover for a long time. So it's like, I'm just playing with you. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm so sick of looking out my window, seeing shadows of you. You popping up in my spot, never calling before you do. Broken codes on phones, playing games against who? Look, I'm not your property, and I don't belong to you. See, I told you from the jump that I could be a friend who came equipped with benefits. The only exclusion was my heart, but you thought that you could paint a difference to me, make your work of art. Forgetting the fact that when love arrives, I always find ways to depart.
Tell him, girl.
End it all, then it's on to the next man. So tired of giving love my all, to lose it all over again. Love is a gamble, a game I could never win. So this time, I didn't put a bid in, yet here we are again. But this time, it's your heart that's bleeding. Blood stained on my hands, I can hear it slowly beating. But hurt people, now it's your heart that needs needed. But your wounds are self-inflicted, I was honest, no deceiving, so please stop with the Facebook events. Subliminal posts about how all women are full of shit. Done with women, this is it.
Get him, Crissy.
Snap, snap, snap.
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? She got a little bit of lyrical, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, for real, like on some real shit, like you could probably open that book and with the addition of 3 or 4 words and the subtraction of 3 or 4 words here and there, you could have a whole book of songs, raps, all that. I'm serious. I cannot, but listen, Kanye West, he got his song from back in the day, that John, I used to do it too. This one song, but anyway, it's actually a poem. That actual rap song that he does is actually a poem. The joint about college, you know what I'm saying? 3 years, 2 years, lost a career.
Hold on. 3, ain't picked the career.
Yeah. All she wanna
like,
do
I
down
just
here
stay
is
down
do
here
hair.
and
That's
do
an
hair.
actual poem.
Yes.
That's actually, he was actually performed that at like Def Poetry Jam before it was ever a single. And you can look that up on YouTube, just see if you guys want to
I know that hair is so long that it looked like weave. Did she cut it all off? It looked like Eve. She be dealing with issues.
Okay, guys, we're about to get out of here for the night. We appreciate all you guys for watching. To the talent in the building, Floetic Remedy, you guys can catch them on the Neo Soul on Fort Worth. When? Thursday? Tomorrow
at 9 o'clock.
Neo Soul on Fort Worth tomorrow at 9 o'clock. That's downtown Fort Worth, right?
No, it's off of Trail Lake.
Trail Lake. Okay. The Speakeasy in Arlington, you guys are there, what, every third
Friday.
Friday?
I don't need to write this down.
I don't need to write nothing down, woman. Okay, now hold up. Crissy, you said that on Thursday you have Women Surviving Abuse.
It's
you got
called
something going
Womb
on?
Warriors Night of Light.
Warriors Night of
It's
Light.
for all women who have been abused. It's a night to bring forth your experiences through poetry, music.
Okay, where is it at?
It's at the Garden of Eve at 4716 Richards Terrace, Fort Worth, Texas. It starts at 7 until we're doing it in a tribal fashion. We're gonna all be sitting in a circle. You know?
Cool.
We're gonna burn all that shit in the
I could bring my congas and shit.
No
and beat
man
on it.
allowed.
Oh, no men allowed.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely.
Especially you.
It's like, nah. But anyway, so we got your stuff is on Apple Music. You said no. What?
Yeah, it's on all platforms.
Okay, go ahead and throw that back out there one more time.
Ash the Jipsesol is H-T. Sorry. It's H the T-H-E Gypsy J-I-P-S-E-S-O-L. Permission to speak. Also, too, I have my first music video off of that EP album called Cloud9.
That song is.
And don't remember Doc's Bookstore, correct?
Oh yeah, the Doc Bookstore. So places that we do perform besides Speakeasy, the Doc Bookshop store. What else? Speakeasy, Neo Soul, Fort Worth, the Eye. What else? I'm missing one more.
Xavier, drop Xavier stuff.
I ain't dropping Xavier stuff. You come in here, Xavier. We ain't dropping nothing. Anyway,
We
Miss Alex, do you have any solo projects out there?
I have some coming up. I also have a project with a dope rapper in Fort Worth. It's called Beautiful Madness. It's also on all platforms.
Who is the rapper?
DMT.
And where can we follow your music or anything? You guys got any Facebook pages?
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook at Alex Roy. And we also have our YouTube page for Floetic Remedy. So please follow us on there on YouTube at Floetic Remedy.
And yes, he cut me kind of off. What I was trying to tell y'all, like Floetic Remedy is an album. It's a story about love, all through love. It has different genres of music combined to make this album. And we're dropping each track as a part of the story. So we're going to have a visual for each track.
Good job, Crissy.
Great job.
Don't nobody buy it unless they put me on one of the cuts. No, I'm just messing with
You said you don't sing.
I'm just messing with you. Sing, you keep doing with this sing stuff.
Okay, rap something then. Come on. We'll give you. Anybody got a pencil and a?
I ain't rapping nothing.
You got a pencil?
Go ahead,
Come
cue.
on.
Oh, you want to hear me rap? Listen,
Yeah.
listen to the song. He about to play it now. See you guys next Monday, y'all. Peace out from the Man Cave. Go ahead, pump it up, Kenny, so she can hear it. See, that's me right there. Yeah.
Whack. Hated it.
See, it's the Man Cave, baby. Topics about to be hot. Dave Shug and the fellas watch us stir up the pot. Hot topics, put your mind at ease. We talking about everything, especially the shit that you need in our community. Never miss a show that be truancy. We all got opinions on the show, I be doing me. Wayne with the sports, real topics with real men. Welcome to the Man Cave, step right in. It's the Man Cave with the fellas.